Hey, Mickey Wade here. I actually just popped my video up right now and I had something that I was journaling on and I wanted to chat with you on it. And it's about gossip. I talked about it, I probably did some videos about that. When you're tearing somebody down and you're gossiping about them in your mind to make yourself feel better. I found myself when I do that, I had to look deep into that and this, okay, where did I learn that behavior and why do I do it? I think the time that I do it is when I don't feel worthy or enough or capable. So what I do is I tend to want to tear down someone else in my mind because of my insecurity. I'm sure you can relate to that. And that's where the gossip starts. Some people keep it in their head, some people comes out of their mouth, and some people don't use names. But I also find that when you are gossiping, when you feel that guilt, or when you're checking your phone to see if somebody is listening. I thought about that. That's an extra dose of stress, and it's an extra dose of insecurity on top of what you probably already feel. As somebody that's coached several people, I've not met one person that has no insecurity, maybe doubts about themselves. So we all do, we all struggle with it. First of all, I'll give you the root of where I learned it from. I've seen my actually family members, specifically one as far as growing up, one person being unfaithful to another, a parent being unfaithful to another, and then having to have two-face, like showing up in the public arena thing and then being somebody else at home. So that taught me subconsciously to put a different face on or even be a different person when connecting with somebody else and then switching up as soon as I walk away. So again, it's not that you're bad. You just got to get to the root of why you do what you do, okay? It's not about perfection. It's about progress, right? It's not about this radical change. It's about gradual change. And you're hearing me talk about that. But in order to shift and change, we got to first of all understand what the problem is. What's the root of the problem? Not just to fix the problem, the root of it, uprooted from its root, right? So how to shift this thing? And I think the shifting is a habit of speaking life into yourself and into other people. You got to start being positive about you. When we say things like, I'm so stupid, I should have known better, just like a record player, we will say things without even thinking. And if you ever record ourselves, our thoughts, actually, even to that, to go to the extent of your thoughts, record your thoughts about yourself, you'd be amazed how much hate there is in these thoughts. I know for me, when I hear myself connect, I'm like, wow. I do an exercise where that's an exercise that I do in my coaching, discovering our authentic self thing, that we dive into that. But you'd be amazed by how intense that those thoughts are. So speaking life into building you up, you'll be most likely to build somebody up. And stop yourself. Stop yourself because everybody has a story. Nobody else needs it. Become that safe person, the safe person where people could go to. They know that you got their back. Literally, think about this. I got your back. Now, literally, not just when you're in front of me, but your back. What does that mean? That means I could trust you when I leave this conversation with you. I could trust that you won't stab me in the back, not just by doing something, but with your words, with your lack of edification with me, your lack of being true with me. You see, because when we do that, that's when we fear judgment. We fear being judged. And when you fear being judged, you're very sensitive to rejection, very sensitive. You say things like, oh, I'm not good at sales. I'm not good at this. I don't like rejection. I don't like this. I'm a shy person. No, it's all the years, and I'm not saying you don't have that personality, but it's all those years of maybe having self-negative thoughts, right? And then creating those thoughts to a point where it becomes your identity. And when it's your identity, then you refer to yourself as not good enough, nobody cares for me. And then there's this constant comparison and desperation to want to be something. In order for you to build yourself up, then we tend to tear people down. So it's to choose to accept you for who you are and where you are now. And accepting you doesn't mean, if you're accepting yourself, right? That means you do have to accept others and where they are in their life, right? But it's also accepting you for your flaws, the good, the bad, and the ugly in you. And are you okay with that? And if you are okay with it, then I think you'll be okay with other people's good, bad, and the ugly. I'm not saying to allow yourself to be abused. I'm not saying that. But what I am saying, being accepting, being at peace, being loving, you know, with yourself. And also what it means is to have full access. Like if somebody had full access to you, to hear your conversation on the phone, like they were able to walk around, record it, like walk around and have a recording, what would they hear? Would they hear like more positive things that you would say about people and yourself, or would they not? And this is not to judge you, because man, I can only imagine what they would hear in my phone. So it's not about, hey, I'm better than you, what now? No, it's not about that. It's more about accepting the cards that we play, the ways that we show up, that's trying to tell us something. It's trying to say, hey, we're hurting. When the heart is polluted, everything else is pollutes. When the heart is poisonous, we spit out venom. So if that's you, if you're dealing with this, and there is a way of dealing with it, there's a way of healing your heart in a good way. And if that is you, then definitely reach out to me. Let me know what's up. And you hear me say it, I'll say it again. Reach out to me because I want to help you. I want to be able to have you break free from where you are. So anyways, that's what it is. If you want to reach out to me, since we're talking about gossip, let's talk about, say, write down life. Like you're speaking life into someone, and write that down. And then we could connect and we could talk and we could start healing those deep wounds that causes us to be a person that spills out venom. And the more people spill out venom, the more pain they're storing inside, and the more compartments in their life, in their hearts, they haven't unpacked yet. They have these pain buried in so many cemeteries in their hearts that they can't speak life. They only speak death because of the cemetery in their hearts. So time to do some resurrection of those cemeteries and deal with the stuff. I know it's scary, but I believe that overall, absolutely, you'll come out new. I want to thank you. Just put life and I'll reach out to you. But thank you so much for watching this. And I would love to hear your comments as well. Can you relate to me, or am I the only one going through this thing? All right. Thank you so much for listening. Love you guys.